Welcome to the first ever Go Peace Country, a show dedicated to telling your stories in the Peace. In today's show, for all new parents, we take a look at the importance of play dates and just what they can mean for both child and parent development. Also, Canada's fastest jets, aka the Snowbirds, landed in FSJ. And later on, we profile a Canadian Paralympian born right here in the Peace. But first, I'm here at the dirt-filled track where the Peace Motocross Association comes to play. And this summer was no exception.
It's an adrenaline rush, that's for sure.
With over 300 members and 7 tracks throughout Northeast BC and Alberta, the Peace Motocross Association is on the rise.
It is getting bigger, and like I say, some of the past people that have been through the Fort St. John Motocross Club are advancing on into the Western and Canadian finals.
One of those riders is Fort St. John's very own motocross pro, Matt Davenport.
My father used to race professional like 20 years ago, and then once I was brought into the picture, we started getting bikes and started riding, and then we just progressed, and more dedication, more work put into it, and it just keeps escalating, so it's going good.
And like Davenport years ago, many PMA riders start out young, real young.
I just like being on a dirt bike. It makes me feel relaxed. It's like I'm jumping the hills and I'm kind of doing backflips because my back tire is going like that. My front tire is going like that.
I just love watching them race. Nothing but pride to see them.
You always can be concerned about them, but yeah, they always seem to pull through good. Tougher than you think.
From the youngins to the elite, the PMA offers a variety of age groups and race classes, but moving your way up is no simple task.
Motocross it's one of the hardest sports to do. It's most physically demanding, and just to go at a speed where you're competing at a professional level, you have to have so many elements to be able to compete. Like, you need your fitness, your nutrition, your speed, mental is a big thing, and yeah, it's not easy, that's for sure.
The PMA holds up to 13 events a year, starting every May and running till September, creating quite the mini moto community.
Everybody helps everybody out. It doesn't matter whether you know them or not. It's just, like I said, it's one great big family, and it's an awesome community.
Everybody's together, families, kids are all the same age, everybody helps everybody out. You don't have one part here, you can go to the next door neighbor and he has a part for you to get you on the track to race. It's a great family atmosphere all across the whole organization.
Even if you just throw your leg over a bike and you'll go have some fun, it's a good experience, that's for sure.
The PMA season wraps up Sunday, September 9th in Worsley, Alberta. For Shaw TV, I'm Kevin Chirac in Fort St. John. Known as the acrobats of the sky, Canada's Snowbirds visited Fort St. John Airport recently to promote a certain 2013 event you just can't miss.
It was hard to ignore the sight and sound of these machines coursing through the sky as they arrived at the Fort St. John Airport to help promote a weekend-long air show coming to the city in July 2013. It was an impressive gathering. Aerobatics pilot Jersey from Rocky Mountain House, Paco flying the CF-18, and the Snowbirds were all on hand, giving a taste of what's to come next summer.
You have to be a member of the Canadian Forces and in the Air Force to be a snowbird pilot. The plane will do, in the show we'll do 300 knots, which is about close to 600 kilometers an hour. It's a fully aerobatic airplane. Yeah, it's a good little airplane for doing air shows. I'd like to say thanks for having us here, and looking forward to the show next year.
The CF-18's primary mission is the defense of Canadian airspace. The demo jet is seen here, and Paco and his team love to show off the plane's legendary maneuverability.
CF18 can go to Mach 1.8 is the book answer, but obviously for air show we cannot really go that fast, so we're limited to 0.95 Mach, which is just slower than the speed of sound. So but it's still like 1,000 kilometers an hour. And if you've never seen like an airplane going 1,000 kilometers an hour, the sound that it makes, it's an amazing sound, and I will never get tired of it. So this is the kind of stuff that you will see at air shows. Yeah, going that fast, when we raise the nose up into the sky, you have a rate of climb that can exceed like 40,000 feet a minute. 40,000 feet a minute is like 60 times more than any other airplane can do, usually a civilian airplane. The roll rate of the CF18, the G that we can pull. So all of these things, you guys will be seeing that next year at the air show.
Jersey Strish from Rocky Mountain House is #1 unlimited aerobatics pilot in Canada and will be competing next year at the Worlds.
I'm Jersey Strish, that's my name. I'm from Rocky Mountain House, originally from Poland, and I fly Sukhoi 26 aerobatic airplane. It's unlimited airplane. I compete in aerobatics. I fly at unlimited level.
Some of the other big draws for the 2013 show include the Canadian Forces parachute team, the Skyhawks, and comedian Kent Peach. Mark it on your calendar. The show is scheduled for July 27th and 28th, 2013 in Fort St. John. For Shaw TV, I'm Diane Townsend.
Later on, we premiere our Who's Who segment. Here's a clue. He returned home from Beijing 4 years ago with some shiny new hardware. It's all coming up on Go Peace Country. For all new parents, there comes a time where you may need to sacrifice hanging with your friends in order to, of course, tend to your newborn. But just what if there was a way to both meet new friends and spend time with your child?
Today on Parenting 101, we take a look at the benefits of playdays for children and how these moms went from complete strangers to best friends.
I didn't know any of these other moms until last year, meeting them at the Rotary Play Center.
The CDC's Rotary Play Center is one Fort St. John hotspot where parents bring their children to play, learn, and progress.
So the importance of play is that children have the opportunity to have new experiences. It helps to wire the brain, and it gives them practice to develop their skills.
Playdates can happen at many locations, such as playgrounds, water parks, and even your own living room.
Well, it looks like this is just a play date for kids. The moms enjoy the interaction just as much.
It's just something fun for the moms to socialize too, and the kids get to play together and get to develop their social skills, and kind of wears them out, which is great for nap time.
And for these mothers, the playdate experience is high priority. Case in point, Tara Young. Her and her son Nate travel all the way from Pouce Coupe.
I found it was a big adjustment to be staying at home full time, and it was a little bit lonely. It's fun now that the kids kind of interact with each other, but it really helps me to stay connected, and because he's my only child as well, it really helps for him to have other kids to interact with and learn basics, you know, sharing and getting along with others. I think it's very important for their development, and it's fun.
Discussing topics from toilet training to new clothing styles, the parents educate one another on tips they've discovered through their own experience.
I'm a later in life mom, so I'm 40 this year, so a lot of my friends that I work with, they've already gone through the little person stage of life. So this has been a good place to meet people with common interests and who are raising their kids right now. We decided to go to playgroup when Aiden was starting to make strange with people, and I realized, oh, it's time to get out and meet people and make sure that he's well socialized. It's a good opportunity for him to mingle with other kids.
In Fort St. John, there's lots of ways for parents and children to meet and make new friends. For a list of family groups, go to familyfriendlycommunities.ca. For Shaw TV's Parenting 101, I'm Kyla Corpus.
Some shoot hoops for exercise, others play it to compete, but very few can say they've dedicated their life to the game of basketball. Knocking down jumper after jumper after jumper, it's clear Team Canada Paralympian and Peace Region native Bo Hedges has got one golden thought on his mind.
The Paralympics it's a great event. We got close to 5,000 athletes there. We got a silver in Beijing and lost to Australia there, so it's kind of, we're going to beat everybody this time.
After a tragic accident left him confined to a wheelchair at age 13, Hedges entered Vancouver's GF Strong Rehabilitation Center, where he met Duncan Campbell, a quadriplegic support worker who Hedges lists as a major influence in his mental and physical recovery. Years later, Hedges would meet his wheelchair basketball mentor in Pat Harris, where his love for the game began.
He was our British Columbia Paraplegic Association representative, and he would come up and came up to the ranch a couple of times and helped give me the chairs here to start the team. And then from here I moved to Prince George and played with him on the Prince George Titans, and yeah, he did a lot for me in terms of just supporting me and helped me through some tough times here and there, and helping me in my basketball career all the way along the way.
After receiving his undergraduate degree from UNBC, Hedges made his way down south, playing for the University of Alabama.
Pursuing my master's in sport management, but the main reason for going there was to play every day in the facilities and the team that they had to just push me that much more and get me ready for these games here in London.
And despite currently living south of the border, the Wanawon-Boren, Fort St. John raised Bo Hedges will always remember his northern BC roots.
Northern BC is my home, and this is where I'm from. Fort St. John's great in terms of supporting me with the newspapers and all the local media getting on board and getting my story out there, and then just all the friends and family that are here, they're always there to help me out, and yeah, just it's great to be from here and have this community behind me.
A community and country behind him throughout the 2012 London Paralympic Games. For Shaw TV's Who's Who, I'm Kevin Chirac in Fort St. John. Thanks for watching Go Peace Country. For Shaw TV, I'm Kevin Chirac.